Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we will discuss operative conditioning as advocated by Skinner, and further we will discuss how does this operative conditioning differ from classical conditioning advocated by Pavalo and Watson. Dear students, this lecture is for class 12th. Dear students, this Skinner's operant conditioning differs a lot from the classical conditioning as advocated by Pavlov and Watson. The most outstanding difference, I should say, lies in the order related with the initiation and this related with the initiation and response. That is stimulus response mechanism. My dear students, in classical conditioning, the organism is passive. It must wait for something to happen for responding. The presence of stimulus for evoking a response is essential. The behavior cannot be produced in the absence of cause. The child expresses fear only when he hears a loud noise. Destined the dog waits for food to arrive uh, before salivating. He is made to behave in response to the stimulus situations. My dear students, thus the behavior is said to be initiated by the environment, and the organism simply responds to the environment. Dear students, Signer revolted against. According to Signer, no stimulus, no response mechanism in the evolution of behavior. He argued that in practical situation in our life, we cannot always wait for things to happen in the environment. According to the Signer, man is not a victim of the environment. He may often manipulate the things in the environment with his own initiative. Therefore, it is not always essential that there must be some known stimulus or cause for evoking a response. Dear students, quite often, most of our responses cannot be attributed to the known stimuli. The organism itself initiates the behavior. Uh, the Signer mentioned reported that a dog, a child, or an individual does something or behaves in some manner. According to Signer, it operates on the environment, and in turn, the environment responds to the activity. Dear students, now the environment responds to the activity, rewarding or not laterally, determines whether the behavior will be repeated, what I should say, maintained or avoided. Dear student Skinner, in fact, got the clue for these ideas from the studies and observations of Thorndike. We discussed Thorndike trial and error. You must be familiar about the experimentation that were done by Thorndike. According to Signer, through his experiments for propagating his trial and error theory of learning, Thorndike concluded that the reward of the response, like getting food after a chance success through random movements, uh, leads to repetition of an act, and the strengthening random movements leads to repetition of an act and strengthening what I should say the SR connections, that is stimulus response association. Dear students, these conclusions made Skinner to begin a series of what I should say experiments to find the consequences of the rewards in repeating and what I should say maintaining the behavior. Dear students, let me just give the some other what I should say what I should say the proceedings that were according to the Signer. He proceeded that based on the findings of the Thorndike's experiments, he concluded that behavior is shaped and maintained by its consequences. According to Signer, it is operated by an organism was named this operated by an organism and is maintained by its consequences. According to Signer, it is operated by the organism and is maintained, what I should say, by its result. Uh, the occurrence of such behavior was named as operant, what should I say, operant behavior, and the process of learning that plays part in learning such behavior, and the was named by Signer as operant conditioning. Dear students, we must try to understand and explain some of the concepts used by Signer in bringing out his theory. Dear students, What I should say that there are so many what concepts, some kind of what I should say ideas that were developed by Signer according to this very particular uh, idea. We will discuss about that, the ideas, even I should say, depending what education implications that are that we read out of this theory. In the next presentation, dear students, it will take a lot of time because it is not easy to upload this very long what I should say lecture. It will take much time. Let me just discuss these things by parts. So this very idea, please, I'm just requesting the students to have a kind of understanding, and just if any kind of what I should say that any kind of complication, or I should say any kind of question arises in the minds of the students, please just pose. I am here. You can pose the questions through WhatsApp. You can pose through questions, the phone calling, etc., etc., whatever kind of means you found. You just call me. I will give some what I should say, your enquiries or queries that you that raised. I will be available uh, through 24 hours. Dear students, inshallah, we will talk about in the next lesson about the education implication and the laws or concept that were developed by Signer in this theory. Thank you.